Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Those of you who don't know what the hell you are yet, Hopalong PR here. We are back playing Legend of Heroes, and just gonna say it, this is one cartoon-ass looking robot. Yeah, I said it. None of you have to step forward, Jason, and say the fact that you're thinking it as well. I don't know. One of my, 30 subs, which thanks you guys. It's not that big of a number, but A, I can count to it, and B, it's more than what I started out with. But anyhow, any of you out there named Jason and caught off guard by that, you're welcome. All right, super hammer that thing away. Oh, that was beautiful. Smart missile. Oh God. Here we go. I'm having some serious fucking Vietnam flashbacks of Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. That missile sound effect is what they used in a machine monster thing that they used for a chess monster in the final dungeon. And if you guys saw how rough that battle is, you can see why I would have Vietnam flashbacks. Oy, there are just so many of them too. It's down. Seems more appropriate to say we destroyed it. Yeah, I didn't get the feeling we were fighting a living creature. A mechanical monster. Something like this doing on a highway near Legram. Might our intelligence division cadet be able to shed some light on this thing? You are the one with mysterious mechanical companion, after all. That's a good point, actually. I don't think this thing's any relation of Lammy's. One thing, it looks like it's made of metal. Two, Lammy and the combat shells in our practice exams could be made of other substance. While they may be inorganic, combat shells do seem to have a certain warmth to them. I don't see how that matters. They all seem suspicious. That's ignorant. Fulham was right. This thing doesn't seem enough like Air Gatlam or Link the Two. Head back to Legram. I'm feeling Tova will want to hear this. True. He may even know something about it himself. Back to Legram is... He probably ordered it here to fight us. When setteth EP charge. So... We're back. Yeah. Don't feel like having just long corridors of me running in. Something seems amiss here. The town usually isn't this noisy. Huh? It's like the liner's back at the harbor. But who are those weird people around it? Yes. Very good question. They look like soldiers of one of the provincial armies. It certainly seems that way. White and purple. I seem to remember seeing those colors back in Heimdall. I believe the combination of color represents the La Mer Provincial Army. La Mer is the opposite side of the Empire. What do they have here? Hey, looks like you're back. Toval? Do you have any idea what's going on here? Right on the street is a requisition, the liner from the wharf on the far shore. So we're seeing the La Mer's Provincial Army, not Sutherland's, is kind of a mystery. Apparently, though, some big shot noble is visiting the Viscount as we speak. A noble visiting father? Could possibly. It's a bit concerning. Well, if you're curious, why don't you go take a look for yourselves? Since you returned from the highway, that means you took care of that monster, right? Oh, that's true. Actually, there's something we wanted to ask you about. Yep. A mechanical monster, you say? Toval? You have some idea of what it might be? Well, I'm not sure. I think I'll have to go look at what's left of it, just in case. Anyway, good luck out there, guys. Here's your reward. Ooh, thank you. I'll leave checking out what's going on at the Viscount's mansion to you. He definitely seems like he knows something we don't. Well, for now, there's no harm in leaving the matter to him. Right, we should see what's going on at the lower house. Agreed. You know, unless there is something else we can do. Let's see. I think... Okay, just gotta go beyond here. Fuck you guys. No. Sorry, somebody has a quest here for me. Hello? Never mind. Shot the gun. Jumped the gun. Well, the gun was shot, then I jumped in front of it.
Strutting around another lord's territory. How pompous can you get?
Sounds like there's a real VIP
Who
here.
is it, though?
Well, let's return to the manor for now.
Oh. Hey, isn't that... No need to be so hasty. I think give me my proposal some thought. Your tenants would add an extra degree of prestige to our gathering. Merely the lord of a minor rural region. Surely you overestimate the importance of my presence. A man's worth is decided not by himself, but those who he rubs elbows with. Well, I'm sure you understand. I'd appreciate if you didn't do anything to cause any unnecessary conflict. I'm not sure giving combat training to the Imperial Army is something you ought to do either. With that, I bid you fond farewell. Those have to be denied models for Gaius and Eusus. My fifth is the young Laura, and then Eusus Alberea too. Pleasure to see you, Your Grace. Appreciate you can do for my father. I'm expecting him to show up of all people. Duke's Cayenne, head of the foremost of the four great houses. His authority extends over the entire province of Le Mans to the west. He just has a face you want to punch. We'll just sit and talk for a while, but I'm afraid urgent matters called me away. I'll endeavor to arrange another opportunity for us to meet in the near future. Please not. Unless you want to be on the receiving end of my sword. Oh, what do we have here? So you're Thor's military class 7, huh? How do you... Just happen to do a little bit easier time in your class. Not bad looking bunch. Good, good. Enough with the chit-chat. His Grace awaits. Excuse us. See you, kids. Who were those men? They don't look like soldiers from a provincial army, that's for sure. Presume they're personal bodyguards hired by Duke Cayenne. Or Cyan. Father, you needn't look so concerned. However, it seems like they've finally begun to act. Who? For what reason? Indeed, for the past month they've been quite active behind closed doors. No doubt they're trying to reaffirm their unity, holding conferences after conferences all across the country. Of course, I'm sure this isn't news to younger classmates. Well, yeah. Intelligence division's all on edge, wondering whether they're about to start full-scale conflict with the reformists. Seriously? That's what they've been up to, screwing around all this time. But since Duke Cayenne's basically the leader of the noble faction, sure wasn't expecting him to come all the way out here in person. Nor was I. They appear to be planning a large conference in the near future, to be attended by all members of the noble faction. Duke came all this way to insist that I attend. Father, you're not even a member. Quite right, my lady. Your father kept his distance from this faction. Same way he's also kept space himself between him and himself the reformists, being neutral. However, they've managed to convince that all nobles should belong to the noble faction, a matter of course. Uh-huh. I'm afraid so. There's been some disagreement over whether Duke Cayenne or Duke Alberea should lead the great houses. but I expect either would bring the same platform to table. Don't mind me asking, do you happen to know where my family stands on this issue? You not worry about your family's alliances. Lord Swarther is widely known as even more obstinate than I. Can't imagine that he'd have any interest in supporting the questionable actions of other nobles. A little relieved to hear you say that. Hold on a moment. Perhaps there's a move we can make after all. Afraid I'll be leaving Legram on another my little trips. Apologize for suddenness, but please tend to my things in absence. As you wish, my lord. You're gonna go see my dad, aren't you? Oh, that was sudden. Believe in acting swiftly and decisively. I intend to establish contact with all the nobles who remain neutral in the ongoing factional combat to prevent them being taken noble factions coercive methods. Father. Prudent action, I think. In that case, I'd be happy to come with you. Tobal. So you're here as well. What a missed chance to catch a glimpse of the majestic Duke Cayenne. You know he left in a limousine that came all the way from Berea. Wait, then couldn't have. Did he really belong to Alberea family? Well, Rufus Alberea got into it, so yeah, I'd say that's likely. Couldn't ask for a classier escort. Wait, his brother is in there as well? Okay. So, I'm trying to think, because Noble Faction has his brother. I don't know where Rhineford sits. And Olive probably is neutral, if not for the Reformists. I can't imagine him siding with the nobles, nor with the Chancellor. I don't know. I guess I should, play the games to find out. So Rufus was here. Well, he is the heir to the Alberia family. Considering how our village was none other than Duke Cayenne, it's not surprising that Rufus would pick him up. But I know you didn't just come here to volunteer your company on my trip. It just happens Lady Laura and her classmates brought me a pretty curious story. Got confirmation of a mechanical monster that appeared on the highway outside of Legram. Is that so? I believe this is the first time one's appeared since the counteroffensive Sir Cassius launched 2 years ago. Cassius fucking shit up, yo. That's right. But that was the first time we met, wasn't it? It was indeed. What a strange coincidence. If any others have been found in the area, nothing so far. This is just a hunch, but I suspect it may have as a diversion. I concur. Perhaps having you come with me is the best course of action after all. That's what I wanted to hear. Father. Sounds like there's a lot more going on than just factions butting heads. Sorry, can't say anything for certain just yet. But if we turn up any concrete, I'll be sure to tell Sarah, and she'll pass it on. And then... Alright, here's what I've got for you this afternoon. Okay, let's set the envelope. Golden catch. Calling all fishermen. Gold salmon. Appreciate it could help to the guild and follow your reports. Alright. Leave it to us. Just make sure to lock up before you leave for the night. Someone else should be coming in to take care of things tomorrow. Understood. We'll do our best and take care of the guild in your absence. Well, I wish you luck in your studies. I hope you'll forgive me for leaving so suddenly. Not to worry, Father. I'm used to it. Thank you again for your hospitality and for agreeing to a duel. Look forward to our next meeting. As do I. You'll show great promise as a swordsman. Hope that you'll continue to devote yourself to your studies, training alongside my daughter. I'm honored, sir. In fact, I hope all of you will look past her uncouth father and continue giving her your friendship and support. As a single father, the fact that I've yet to hear any tales of budding romance concerning my daughter has me worried. Father! It would be our pleasure. She does seem popular with the girls, though. I pray you have a safe journey. Thank you for all you've done for us. Catch you later, then. Give my best, Sarah. Why must he always be so? Honestly, you got one amazing dad. Free-spirited, open-minded, not to mention incredibly strong. Having met him, I can tell how you grew up like you did. Reen's right, you know. You're living proof that great parents lead to great children. Suppose having someone like him in your life is a role model would naturally lead you to aspire to greatness. Oh, that or the feel woefully inadequate in comparison and develop an inferiority complex. But all told, you're living proof as the daughter of the Aseid house has grown up solid, mighty, and bind. Stop teasing me at once! Moving on, Tovel has entrusted looking after the guild. Party! Ah, look at her. She's trying to change the subject. I am not. After you return to the guild to file your reports. Cool. Yeah, now is where the lady with the quest is. And is she right? Yeah? Yep. Oh, hello there. Oh, good day. You don't happen to see Tovel today, have you? I did, but he's afraid he's currently out attending to some business. I see. Did you need something from the guild? It's nothing too important. Well, Tovel did leave us in charge for the guild for the day. Oh yeah, we're right here, so just ask us anything. Helping others is what the guild does, and that's what we're here for too. Lady Laura, I can't simply ask you to give up your time for my sake, but if you insist, then I suppose. Happening looking for some luminous grass, you see. Oh? Can't ever recall hearing such a plant before. Assume it's well known in Legram. That's right, it's a rare flower that grows in the surrounding countryside. It has the usual trait of blooming only on sunny days and only when the previous day was foggy. It certainly is unusual. Guess I'd make today an ideal day to find some. That's correct. So I made my way to the guild to ask Tovel to find some for me, but as you inform me, he isn't in today. Can't really go out to the highway on my own because of monsters, though. You willing to do it? Yeah. Always a pleasure to give a pretty girl flowers. Pretty idea is why you might want it, but allow me to ask. Assume you're planning to make a charm, right? That's correct. A charm? In Legram, when someone you hold dear embarks on a long journey, it's a tradition to make a charm for them. Oh, I've heard of many traditions like that. It's a custom that stretches all the way back to the Middle Ages. And people offered their charms to members of the Inzrider as they left for distant battlefields. Fascinating. It's how the luminous grass used to make these charms. The traditional ways you place one of the petals within the charm itself. Because of how the flowers bloom, people believed they had the power to clear up away fog. And because of that, the flowers came to symbolize victory over chaos. Wow, pretty deep. Sounds like a really cool charm. You ever given one, Laura? I have actually been given one. Cindy gave me one right before I left Thor's. Sarah and Chloe both gave me one too. I keep on my desk in the academy. When I look at them, it always makes me feel a little closer to home. They're some of my most prized treasures. I'm so pleased to hear you say that. Oh, you can safely assume so. Back to Luminous Grass though. What exactly does this look like? It's the only flower with white petals that grows around here, so that'll be the easiest way to find it. Maybe rare, so we'll be able to find one if we search the Apple Highway. Gotcha. Flower power. Yeah. What? What symbols represent the 1990s and 2000 and this generation? I feel like the flower symbol represented the 70s pretty well. Hello, everyone. You come after seeing the request I sent to Tovel. That's right. You're in search of some sort of elusive fish. I am. Well, I feel like I apologize for asking you guys to help me with the personal request, but are you up for it? Yeah. I feel like a dick if I just said no. Peculiar variety is known as golden salmon. Just the name says, the body golden glow. Not unlike the look of a goldia itself. Must be an exquisite fish. Sounds rather garish, honestly, but I have to see to judge myself. Have you ever seen this fish before, Wyber? Fortunately, all I know I hear from the rumors. Bammy's usually fishing at the back of the inn. He's the one who told me about it. Uh-huh. Ooh, now you got my attention. I'm afraid I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested in the taste myself. Fishing, huh? Yes. Yeah, that's a good point. Possible catch a leak? Doesn't seem so, unfortunately. Ben mentioned it. He did catch several of them here at one point, but he hasn't found one in the end of his line for several decades now. Well, I've actually seen some promising info from Tovo that put me back on the trail. He claims he's seen a golden sparkle in the river along the highway several times now. That at least narrows our search of the river then. True, much easier than trying to search the lake. Where people will find it then? I know it won't be easy, but I'd be pleased as punch if you'd catch one for me. Sure do. Brought my rod with me. Will this work? Let's see what you got there. Showed his rod to Wyber. It's the same fishing rod we keep in stock to lend to customers. The gold salmon's supposedly quite a hefty fish, but you should be able to handle it with this rod. Cool. So have I not been able to do this if I didn't have the rod? I don't know. I just play games. Okay, so now... Fishy. Okay, so... there was a path up here that had a fallen tree next to it, blocking it, but you know, one swing of Laura's super powerful Buster Sword. I don't care. I'm calling it that. Just made quick work of it. Oh. Hi, Annabelle. A fatty golden glow. Simply can't wait to catch it. Seems to be an ordinary civilian, and a noble at that. I'm surprised she strayed this far down. Yeah. Excuse me, could we talk for a moment? Who are you? Wait, I recognize you. The military academy student who saved me in an hour of need several months ago. Oh yeah, I think we did meet back in Caldic. Oh, so you know her? Guess we ran into each other while we were out in Caldic in our very first field study. Now I remember. One of our tasks involved delivering a lost wallet to its owner. It happened to be the wallet belonged to the lady in front of us. I see. Very grateful what you did to me. Sadly, that wallet has become rather lighter since you returned it to me. Oh? Oh, that's what brings you out here then? Who would have thought that was obvious? Trying to catch my dinner, of course. Some may think of fishing as a leisurely hobby, but I beg to differ. It's proven an essential survival skill. What inspired you to come this far to fish? You could have just sat on the dock and let ground, you know. That's where you're wrong, I'm afraid. First-class angler needs first-class spot. Easy fishing on the shores of a peaceful lake wouldn't satisfy me. She's certainly a unique individual. Sounds like you're going something special, I had to guess. Come here seeking the elusive golden salmon. I've heard tales from it from a gentleman in Legrand by the name of Ben. He also informed me that we cannot find in Lake Lebel, which led me to this spot. Yay! Golden Glimmer? That sounds like what Topol said he saw. Looks like it must be the spot then. Let us compete to see who can catch a gold one first. Inside, we seem to have found our location. Let's get fishing. Are we gonna do it in one shot? Please, let me just do it in one shot.
Ooh, this looks like a
There we
good
go.
spot.
You know, you might want to try the spot where there are ripples coming off of it. This end I might have a slight advantage. Yeah. Come on, Fishy. You're gonna be dinner. You're gonna be delicious. No. Yeah.
Now that's a
Yes,
catch.
it is. Impossible. You caught golden salmon before me? How could this be happening? That make me feel kind of bad about it. Still, thank you for telling us that gold silver saw. Well, thought to fish here, not for your guidance. Fair play is a necessary element in competition. Besides, I am simply paid the price for underestimating you. It's my fault I lost. Thought my experiences over the past several months had strengthened me. Shall improve. I shall. Until one day, I'm known as Crosslad's first finest angler in all of Arabonia. Well then, I bid you good day. Yeah, more power to you. Crazy lady is crazy. You know, we're having this fish for dinner, so I'm sure if you asked nicely, we could spare you at least a little chunk.
This monster seems dangerous. Be careful.
Would it be safe to say that Fee probably loves fish? It has been said several times now that she is very cat-like. Yeah. Where is... Okay, it's right up here. Beautiful. Oh my, what pretty flowers. They look clean and white. Are these luminous grass? It is. Still see beads of dew clinging onto them. They're so shiny. Way to pick one. That was a whole bunch, not just one. Laura, you're good with the blade and everything, but can you count? I don't know anymore. Oh yeah, I wanted to go on this tangent for a while. So how planned is Emma for, her actions, like going to Thor's, I'm gonna fish one more time just to make sure there's like nothing else, going to Thor's happen chance sent into Reen. Couldn't have just been coincidence. Then again, magic. I think that might be my favorite reasoning. Magic.
Bad.
Carp. Cool. And I leveled up. Double cool. So Lake Lord would probably have a new rod for me then. Giggity. But yeah, it just seems all the information that I want about Reen, not about like the nobles or the factions or what have you, she has already. If only I could just, open the mind, scoop out what I want, and then just be satisfied. Nope. Gotta go. We have to play the game. How dare they make us enjoy something so wonderful? Yes, here you go. Thank you so much. I'll have to make sure the petals won't wither away. You have a special man in mind, don't you? I hope he returns your feelings. Please don't misunderstand, Lady Laura. I might be making you for a man, but there's no special meaning or underlying feelings there. Your thanks? I ask what you're thanking him for. Well, you see, Sarah and I were on the highway not long ago. Somehow we ended up quite a distance from the road lamps. Seems to be awfully dangerous. It was, and you can imagine, we were beset by monsters. However, one of the disciples of the Arisid school happened to be passing by and saved us from the predicament. He escorted us back to town, and as soon as we had arrived, he left for the training hall to resume his practice. Sounds like a pretty cool guy. I feel like he departed so gallantly at the end. True, it was rather dashing, but still, did feel terrible not being able to thank him for his self-esteem. Heart's in the right place. Your intentions are noble. Sure, that disciple of the school would be more than happy to receive that charm as a promised victory. Okay. Do you really think she has no feeling for him? Not even a bit? Maiden's heart holds many unknowable secrets. That reminds me. Please take this. Fairy brooch. I did. It's not the same kind of a charm, but I put my heart into making it. Ooh, this is pretty cute. Thank you. Let me see what the fairy brooch does. There we go. Ooh. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Tulain, if I recall correctly. Yep. Hey, dude. Hey there, everyone. Nice to see me, or is that the legendary gold salmon you have there? Defying all odds, it is. Here you go. Oh my, it's so beautiful. Can't really thank you enough. It's more blended in Baum's tall tales. So, you gonna cook it for us? Really now. See, you're as curious about the taste as I am. Actually, I have every intention of sharing the taste with you. Ooh. To think, we got some food from one of our morning tasks. Feel like we've just been stuffing our faces today. Not killing monsters or running around. And... well, then what do you guys think? We were starved. Well, the amount of fat was just perfect. Sublime, even. Never would imagine it would taste this exquisite. Glad to see my earlier skepticism was wholly unwarranted. It's hard to believe this was just grilled. Yeah, I didn't even think that. You could get a fish this tasty. Glad you liked it. And I was surprised how delicious it was. Just melts in your mouth. It's like my duty to share with the rest of the town now. Sure, he'll gladly accept. Once he hears about how good it is, he'll have to be crazy to turn down the opportunity. Before talking off this stock from the store, please take it. Ooh. Thank you. Okay, I think that's it. So, I'm going to end the episode here. So, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you in the next episode, which will probably be tomorrow for me.